Good morning, good evening, good night. Welcome to the last NFT live of the week. What day is it? March 8th, 2024. We're still surviving. Start of the bull. I'm sitting here with Huda, DP, a clown. No, not a clown. What a gnome. Gnome gifted. Biggie Poppins as well, about to be swallowed up by Shai Hulud. What's going on here? Gif, how are you doing, man? What is it? It's not a gnome?
No, it's a gnome. It's definitely a clown, bro. They're like on the opposite sides of the fantasy spectrum. One is like cute and endearing and lives in your garden.
That's what it thinks.
One
That's
of them
what it
is like one of them is horrifying, scary nightmare fuel that pops out of a mini car at you and fucking like, dude.
You've obviously never watched Goosebumps.
So. Come on, bro. But no, I'm great.
Dangerous.
I'm great to be back. Look at this fucking awesome crew up here. Smash the like. It's Friday vibes, big Friday energy. I actually got a little bit of sleep last night. Dropper's minute out, so I'm feeling a lot less stressed and a lot more happy than I have the last couple of days as I was trying to accomplish that. So great to be here. OVOT. Drop it in the comments. Let's fucking go.
Yeah, we're gonna get to a couple art reveals there on the Droppers front. I did want to briefly mention, I don't think we've touched we did touch 4K. We got over 4K today.
We tickled the taint. Yep. Come on, Q.
Oh my god.
Yes, we tickled that 4K taint.
He's out. I was on 1x. I'll give you 1x there, Gift Dead. Oh, that's the last time taint's gonna be said on this show today.
Who is user here? Who is fucking user?
Who is user? Quantum Cats to zero. Wow. I'm highlighting that.
You motherfucker.
All right, so we did go over 4K. We hit a new all-time high on BTC as well. I think we hit 70K on that front, and then this has to be like a psychological thing at this point, right? You hit the all-time high, and then you instantly just get flipped. Anybody have any thoughts on these like dips post hitting all-time high on Bitcoin, and also
they're natural? We'll probably hit it a couple of times and drop back down before we break through. That's usually how these things work.
I'll tell you my low IQ take. Like, I just assume there's so many traders with bots that are playing this thing, and they just have these levels programmed in, and there's just a mass dumping at these very specific levels. I mean, it's just...
Traders are setting limit orders and stuff around certain psychological levels, like an all-time high or 4K for ETH. But it's also like another reason why, like, trading with leverage, you're gonna get fucked around. Like, you're gonna end up hurting yourself a lot of times, because all of these things, like, you're now like, if you're short, you get fucking liquidated. If you're long, you get fucking liquidated. All these like swings are just gonna wipe out whoever's fucking around with crazy leverage on this. So just don't fuck it up. Don't be crazy on leverage. Be careful. The volatility is gonna be all over the place.
All right, real quick, we got into the show here. Christian Jensen saying starting out strong here. Yeah, when we get into the taint that early, like it's gonna be a ridiculous show.
Oh, Q, come on, bro. Why you gotta say that word?
I got an X now too. I'm saying you only have a certain amount before you get kicked off the stage. Anyways, I didn't get to my wonderful co-host up here.
Taint
2.
That's 3, dude.
Oh,
get him out of here.
Get out of here. Gone.
Get him out of here.
Huda, how are you doing today? Happy Friday to you, sir. Happy just everything, man. It seems to be going. A lot of things seem to be going in the right direction with what you're building. So excited to have you here,
dude. Thank you so much. First off, taint. I want my X as well. Dude, yeah, it's been
Taint Fridays.
Yeah, God, okay, you got your X.
All right, DP. You're the only one.
Nah.
You don't want it?
I'm keep a clean record.
Dude, I'll say it's been a week. It's been like a hell of a week. I feel beat up today, but like I was so looking forward to this show because I love the Friday vibes, especially. So I'm excited to get into stuff and just get that kind of energy and like start the weekend feeling great.
Awesome, man. Happy to have you here, bro. As usual, again, you have a lot of things going on, a lot of shows you're hosting and things you're building. So whenever we can get you for an hour and get to pick your brain on what's happening in the space is a good time. DP, you were part of the Say What morning show here that we hosted for like an hour and 45 minutes. There was a 15-minute window, though, where it was just like a Georgia fest where everybody was just like, hey, you're from Georgia? Wait, I'm from Georgia? Wait, what's going on? Yeah, and I just feel like that you guys need to meet up.
I get jealous, yes. They're going to have a good time. We're not.
Georgia, stand up, baby. Atlanta in particular, stand up. But nah, man, I'm feeling good. It's on this glorious Friday. You know, the market is killing it. At this point, you know, I don't know what my take is because we're hitting all-time highs all over the place, and you know, it's not feeling like a doom and gloom situation. So maybe I was wrong. You know, we'll see what happens. But I think that I think I'm staying optimistic. You know, I feel good. The energy feels good in the space right now.
Well, I know Biggie was looking for the blood on the streets, and there was a brief moment where people came out just for like a 30-minute period and started just slashing people on leverage. But for the most part, it feels like we're just grinding up. Biggie Poppins, how are you doing, sir? You told me you're seeing Dune now for a third time. Is that what we're confirming?
That's what's happening right now. Like I just came to say hello. I love my fam. It sucks, dude. The whole crew's here and I'm leaving. But I'm taking the folks to watch Dune, and it's going to be the third time for me. I'm probably going to watch it a couple more times on the big screen before they take it down. But yes, I'm obsessive.
Do we have you for like literally like 2 minutes? Is that what you're saying? You got to run?
Almost. I mean, yeah, like 2 minutes. But yeah.
Is there something that you saw in the second time watch that you missed in the first? Also, actually, no, not enough people haven't seen it up here. Also, so just
I'll tell you my favorite part of the movie, and I'm an aficionado when it comes to movies in general. About this, it's all right, Huda. You're not gonna miss anything. It's knife fights. I love knife fights.
Yeah.
My favorite knife fights of all time. Two of them involved Tommy Lee Jones. The first one was against Sylvester Stallone back in the day with the Navy SEAL one. I forget what it was. Casey Ryback. Great knife fight scene. The other one is against Benicio del Toro, where I think it's called The Hunted or something. This one was phenomenal, and I keep examining it and looking at it, and I'm obsessed with it. Other than that, storyline and other stuff, again, I won't talk about it because I don't know if everybody else saw it, but I love me a good knife fight.
I know. I want to spoil so much of it, but we won't. We won't yet.
I was actually trying to find certain scenes. Like I didn't want to go for the full watch, although I probably should. I was just trying to find certain scenes that I like. Couldn't find any. They're keeping that under lock and key, rightfully so. But anyways, Biggie Poppins will drop off at any moment. He has to run over to go see Dune for the third time. And Quantum Berry saying,
What's the runtime on it?
3 hours.
3 hours.
3 hours.
It goes fast. So you won't
commercials.
You won't be stressing out, being like, when is shit gonna end? And
no.
You're like, cool. I hope I don't have to go to the bathroom. So
it doesn't feel a minute over 2.5. Like, no, the pacing is good. It doesn't feel super long, but yeah, it is a little long, but it feels pretty good.
Choina knows about knife fight scenes, which is really good.
Steven Seagal has the best.
I'll give you another great knife fight.
No,
it wasn't a good fight, but remember that one with Thor? What's his name? The guy that does Thor, Chris Hemsworth. He's got one that he did with Michael Mann where he's a hacker. And anyways, there's a really good one there. It's one of the like more realistic like knife shankings I've ever.
His extraction movies were good.
All right. We're okay. NFT live, not knife live. Biggie Poppins, drop off whenever you have to.
I love you, fam. Be OVOT. I'll catch up to the alpha and whatever else you talk. Enjoy your weekends, and I'll see you on Monday. Love you.
See you, Biggie.
All right, Biggie.
True. Yeah, this is welcome to Swords and Knives Live here on the YouTube, where we talk about the best movie. The best sword fight and knife fight scenes in cinema.
All right, really quick. While we're on the Dune front, you guys told me that I needed to play this. What does this look like? Well, funny you might ask.
Yeah. You can't unsee it. You literally cannot unsee it once you see it. It's so fucked.
That is so good. All right, I promise that's the last Dune-related thing you'll hear on the show. We do have to get to everything that's happening in the industry here. Before that, we do have to do the handy-dandy disclaimer here. GIF, I'm just going to do it because we're a little bit over time here, having touched on Dune. So we are not financial advisors. Do not take anything we say and use it to fatten your bags. I mean, I would love that for you, but that's not what we're here for. We're not financial advisors. So do your own research, all of that good stuff.
Thou shalt not speckle.
Green market is basically the theme of the day here. Let's see the top performers across crypto. So yeah, still wow, 230. Just congrats on everybody that caught dog with hat. But yes, all these meme coins popping. Pepe continuing its rise up. What a trade! The Pepe for the 50 ETH Bored Ape Yacht Club back in the summertime. We also have Say performing well. So Say has been jumping on multiple fronts. We've obviously been covering on the network here on NFT Live. If you're not familiar with it yet, if you haven't jumped in, this is that moment before the moment, in my opinion, right? Bitcoin Ordinals had this exact thing play out in a longer time frame. We were covering Bitcoin Ordinals in, I believe, February. There was about
January.
a month,
because it
month and a
picked
half.
up in mid-December, and we hopped straight into it when we started up the show again. We were very early. We started talking about it in December in our group chats, but I think like we started getting really into it in January. But the one quick thing I'll add to this that's really exciting to me is that we're back to buy the dips. Like, but that mentality is returned. So I hope y'all bought the dip this week when Bitcoin hit all-time highs and it started dumping. We had a fucking dip, and over the last couple of days shit dipped off, and now it's picking back up again. I was buying the dip on Say over the last couple of weeks, and some of those NFTs. I got a Colony. I should have bought more Pepe and Turbo. I knew, I had a feeling, but it wasn't proven out yet. But I feel like what we've seen now is proof that we're back into that buy the dip mentality, which is fucking awesome. We haven't been in a legit buy the dip mentality in years.
Yeah, you're right. We kind of had a steep run up, and now we're seeing that these recoveries actually happen. You're not just catching knives forever as you grind downwards. Huda, DP, you have anything on this?
Well, I just love it. I can feel the bull market energy on GIF. Like, it is exciting. It's nice to be back here because it's been such a long time since we were there. So great to see that shit. But yeah, the market's looking fucking fantastic. It really is. So good to be in this spot right now.
All right,
Yeah,
we're hosting. Go ahead, DB.
No, I agree.
Okay. We host NFT Live every weekday, Monday through Friday, 1 p.m. Eastern. We didn't get to a show yesterday. Apologies. Again, got to maintain a marathon pace here in the industry. We want to be with you all year. But appreciate you all tuning in. Marty McFly, Easy in Crypto. Choina joining us for Say What, and now NFT Live. You're a freaking G. Quantum Variant, Easy in Crypto. Nick Swerve, how goes it? When are you coming to Las Vegas? That's a great question. Yeah, man. It's got to be like some type of event that we can get down to. Listen, if Bitcoin hits like 150K, the rest of my bags hopefully will be mooning. So maybe a Las Vegas trip is in order. But anyways, guys, let's get back to what we were kind of touching on. We are going to touch on Say and its performance. Again, Ordinals having that I think 6 months. Right, it was a bear market, but I think it was like literally a 6-month period between the February kind of March euphoria, and then hitting it at the back half of last year is kind of when it started to pick up pretty heavily. So that's what you're getting with Say right now, in my opinion. We touched on it. It had its kind of first moment, and now we see there's so many things going for it. Testnet activities picking up, the EVM narrative, all of this stuff. I mean, this is kind of your last shot before the train leaves the station, in my opinion. There's going to be opportunities along the way, but not when you're looking here at Sayin at a $20 million market cap, being the top meme coin in the ecosystem, when a top meme coin like Bonk on Solana is probably at 1 billion, maybe 2. Like, what's Bonk's official? Let me see if I can find it. Yeah, Bonk here. $2 billion market cap.
Yeah,
So 100x.
I bought the dip.
100x here.
Yeah, I finally got in on Bonk. I bought this last dip. Hopefully it continues to run and be one of the top meme coins. Because I stayed out of Bonk until this point. I was like, I don't know, it's run so much. Is it too late? But yeah, I'm now in on Bonk with at least a small bag.
I'm actually on the Jersey Shore a lot, Justin Casey, at least twice a year. My girlfriend has or her family has a house there. So where on the Jersey Shore is the better question. Bonk sitting at $2 billion, and again going back to the Sayans, which is the Bonk of the Say ecosystem, sitting at 20 million. Like that there it is, right there. I don't know the correct term, if that's like a delta or something, but the difference between those is going to be
different.
Yeah, is going to be that specific alfalfa that I just dropped to you. So yeah, a lot of pickup here. I'll also show off 2 of the other major tokens here. Akita, this is an hour chart, right? It launched 3 days ago, doing pretty well. Solana definitely has more meme coins, and Base definitely have more meme coins that are just absolutely ripping, but it's a more PvP environment. You can lose your ass pretty quick on these meme coins that are launching every day on Solana and Base. There's probably 4 meme coins, I say 4, maybe 8 to 10 meme coins on Say right now. And here's that a dip on Saiyan as well. So I don't mean to go Say heavy here early in the episode, but that's kind of what I wanted to get to you, because it is apparent. Like, we're there every day.
It's an opportunity. Why not?
We're right here. Like, the train is whistling. It's leaving. So good luck. Not financial advice. Guys, what else should we talk about? We hit ETH. Prices hitting all-time highs. Is there something we want to hit right off the bat?
I would say since we have Huda here, and I don't know how long he's been here or he's able to stay, and we haven't.
Whole damn show.
Cool. Well, we haven't really focused too much on ordinals this week, and it's kind of cooled off a little bit. Like last couple weeks were really hot and heavy. This week feels like some of that correction again. Like, I think everything is feeling that correction from hitting highs. Everybody's sort of trying to get back into Bitcoin, maybe reallocating capital a little bit, and then also uncertain, like, did we move too fast? And so where do you think we're at? Feels to me like we're in a bit of a lull. Maybe it's a good time to be picking up a few things, or maybe it could still correct a little bit more. Like, what do you think is happening with ordinals?
Also, let me add on to Gifted's question. Marty's saying, I want who to stake on this. Is BTC pumping going to hurt my nodes bag? I think they will pump over the weekend once the ETFs close.
More people are pricing in dollars than I think people realize.
Yeah, I do wonder about that. And man, I wish I knew. Like, I wish I knew for sure. So look, like, of course, anything I think here, it's like a guess. It really is.
Everything.
It is, right? So I think you have a couple big mints coming up that people, as the volume is slowing down, they're trying to people are doing that little undercutting thing. They're trying to get some pieces sold for some stuff, some mints like OXFAR. He's got a mint next week, and it's not expensive, but it's not cheap either. It's like 0.033 Bitcoin. I think the Only Force mint is next week as well, right? It's like 0.01. It's not crazy, but it's next week.
Coming up in like a week or two. Yeah, I don't know if we even have a specific day. I know that they're still finalizing art. But it's coming up very close. Yeah. But dude, 0.033 feels kind of expensive for Bitcoin.
Yeah, but I guess what's interesting is, it's far. He now has the history with Quantum Cats. He now has his last collection, Flares, 500 editions, holding like a 0.09 floor. This is a smaller collection. It's like it's like 190 editions. So, it just seems like it'll do pretty darn well. But also the fact that node monkeys have pulled back a little bit. Like, they were in the 0.5, upper 0.5 range. I think people are also trying to sell shit to maybe move into one of those while they can. So yeah, I mean, I'm seeing and feeling exactly what you guys are. I don't think it lasts long, though. I really don't. I think the pressure on these ordinals, it's going to be strong. I just think a lot of these are the 2020, 2021 early ETH NFT type grails, and I don't think they're going to stay at these prices long. So I'm trying to accumulate what I can for sure.
Swervis is saying, gonna host an increase your risk tolerance boot camp for degenerates that will leave you with the power to hold whiff to $50. Dude, I'm telling you right now, that is my superpower in this space. Like, people were like, oh, with the base god stuff, you're fine. Like, you would have sold way before. Bro, I round tripped my Bored Apes to 150 all the way down, bro. I got that. I don't even want to say the word because I don't want to be offensive, but like, I got that degen shit. That just makes me hold that far. So I would hold from that. Go ahead, DP.
Nah, I mean, I get in the set it and forget it mode all the time myself and watch shit go up and up and up and up and up and then fall off a cliff. And then hopefully it'll go back up.
Hopefully.
Justin Casey saying, we need to position base shitters. They are currently promoting Adapt to create your own meme coin. It's about to pop off. So basically, I think what he's getting at is that the meme coins here on base, which I've been getting into the absolute degenerate shit. Like, I know I'm saying that a bunch now, so it needs to stop. But like, I was following the minute kind of contract created. So I basically spent a night with Crypto Buffalo looking at the recently created things to try to catch that early, like, first 30-minute wave to see like what this was about, trying to get in the socials, see if I can hit like a quick 3x, a very flip and degen play. But I've been doing that. I've also been positioning myself in other meme coins that I think have a little bit more community. Biff, I don't know if you saw this, GIF with Biff. Biff token that we are both positioned in went up 100% just in like the last hour. I think it's at 20.
I picked up more, bro.
There you go.
I kept doubling down. It hit that like 500,000 mark. I said, I'm still feeling bullish. I talked to you. You said they're still very active in the Telegram. I said, you know what? YOLO.
Marty saying, Q, honest question, not a troll. Have you considered selling your ape for a note? I did sell one ape. I did. I will say that. I sold one of my apes when it was above 100. Like we're good on that front. So I will forever be grateful for Bored Ape Yacht Club. It's one of the reasons I stand for them more than you would like me to, is I'm not just, kind of sitting on nothing and getting fully wrecked. But anyways, guys, really quick, I did have one more point. Hudo, I think you were touching on this early in your show, or at least touch on it. But have you seen this Bitcoin Puppets piece?
Oh, yeah, sure did, dude. Yes, man. Some of those, I wish I were in some of these collections because, like I've mentioned here, I've not gotten a single airdrop over on Bitcoin, and some of them just keep like raining rewards. So, GIF, I think you're going to keep doing well here, man.
Is this... So there's a token called Pups token, and so like is this on? It's a BRC20. So I have not fucked around with BRC20s really at all. Do they go into your Ordinals wallet like an Ordinal? Okay.
Yeah, they're kind of like an NFT. It's like the NFT represents these bundles. They're super interesting, and it's going to be interesting when those get phased out here in like a month or two, right?
I'm gonna hit you up and make sure I know how to look for that, because I haven't really tried, and I wouldn't be surprised if I have like a couple. Like I didn't even know Akita and Millie got airdropped to me until like a day or two after everybody was already fucking, because sometimes you just have to go into the right wallet on a desktop or look in the right folder, and then it's like, oh shit, I didn't even know.
That's what I'm saying, man. You have money just scattered everywhere, and it's
think about this though. The thing that like I'm trying to work through in my head is, where does this go? Fucking 5 years, 2, 3, 4, 5 years out. And again, we don't have to go far down a fucking rabbit hole, because I know this is a rabbit hole convo, and we're talking about like the news and the specific things right now. But this is the thing that's in my head, is that we're so early in this like new airdrop fucking meta, and one of the revolutionary things about what this whole Web3 blockchain thing does is it gives you a way to collect and peer-to-peer, one-to-one connect with audiences, where what you're seeing is literally people able to market their product, their brand, their meme coin, their token, their fucking platform to a whole list of people directly into their wallets by sharing some value in the success in the network. Are we so fucking early that 3, 4, 5 years out, these assets and things that we're playing around with, these test nets, these protocols, these transactions are going to continue to scale value back to us? That's like my hope. I hope
that's the dream, right?
Yeah, that's the dream, is that all of these little actions that we're fucking chasing right now, that some of it, not all of it, but some of it will actually meaningfully reflect in our history, just like Magic Eden is about to airdrop all Ethereum historical holders their tokens. Are people going to be looking back 5 years from now and saying we're doing historical Ethereum, historical ordinals, like these types of airdrops far into the future? I fucking hope so.
Reputation piece that we touched
what do
on,
y'all
right? Like
think?
reputation scores.
Yeah.
Like your reputation score could potentially increase if you were transacting in 2021 or something like that. Yeah,
that would be cool. I mean, okay, a few years in, and the fact that people are still doing it makes me think exactly what you're saying, GIF. Why not 5 years later? Why would we not still be doing the same thing that we're already doing now? It works. It's like, in the attention economy, it gets you all of it. So I certainly hope so, dude.
Quantum was saying 99% will go to zero. That's where I thought you were going with the GIF, and I was going to push back, but you're more talking about like transacting back in like 2017 or 2021, like this event. Is he frozen?
I thought he was like super into this conversation. I did.
He's like looking in awe at Huda's take.
Like, damn, it was good, wasn't it?
In this idea of like rewarding users. We had this conversation on Say What, and Huda, I want your take, because what's happening with puppets there with the airdrop is happening. The meta right now that was on Say earlier in the year was basically you hold this, you get whitelist for an upcoming mint. The mint meta faded away very quickly. Now it's airdrop meta. So you essentially hold these. But what's happening right now is like some projects are doing the one airdrop per wallet. So even if you hold 20 in one wallet, you're only getting one allocation. And that's forcing people to go across wallets now and make 12, 15 wallets. Our take was like, founders, stop doing this. You know, you're making us create 15 separate wallets for this. But I'm interested that you weren't up on stage. What's your take?
Yeah, that's such a rookie thing. I think we had learned that a long time ago, that it's just so easy to game the system. Don't make people jump through hoops. Just like reward, each NFT. So I don't love that, but that is still going on Bitcoin as well. So like this huge airdrop's coming to like year one ordinal collectors. I sent you in our private chat here. There was an auction for this runestone. It just sold for like 5 or 6 Bitcoin this morning. Actually, maybe it was 8. I can't remember. But they're doing exactly that. It goes by wallet instead of just by like how many ordinals you've collected. So again, don't love that. I don't like that people are still doing that. I think there's a better way to reward people. But
what's the argument on the other side?
It's hard to complain about free, right?
Yeah. Okay. So yes, I'm glad you said that, because that's the first argument people bring up is like, stop complaining about free shit. But the second argument, like, what is the argument for founders to do the per wallet? I mean, like, what's the other side, do you think?
I think this one's easy. It's like it's great for marketing to show unique wallets, like that simple. It like you read into that as growth, even though it might not be real, but it's the only metric you can have that really reflects like actual growth, and so that means more to them than maybe the other side of it that we want.
DP, you got to take here. I know you were on Say What. You were kind of listening in.
I completely agree with Huda. I think for founders, they're more aligned with what their metrics show. You would have to really have somebody that's really for the community and for the people to try to make it convenient. But here's the thing. I think that at least within the Say ecosystem, I think that most of the founders that are participating in this whole airdrop model, which is actually kind of crazy to me, which, I get on that in a second, but the founders that are willing to participate in this whole airdrop model, I think that they do have the community's best interest at heart in the end, as far as making things convenient for us and making things seamless. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see more founders that are following that per wallet model kind of capitulate to what we're asking for.
All right. Well, you heard it here first. Make sure you're creating 12 different wallets if you own multiples. That sucks. All right.
Game.
All right. Breaking news here. Jack Butcher, OPEP in V2.
Yeah, I wish I knew what that was. Like, he's so cryptic sometimes. You don't know if that's just like a cool marketing thing or what, but he's always teased that there would be like a new way to do OPEP, where it's like a more open platform. So maybe that. And I don't know if it was this same tweet, but I think he's teasing Oviators also maybe shipping that same day, or you can burn your NFT. Dude, base is really going to be cooking here soon, it feels like.
Oviators still haven't moved. Like, that was one when I was in early. Like, Jack Butcher was one of those on-chain summer drops, or like or at least right afterwards, that I was like, holy shit, this is sitting at like 0.1, 0.2.
They're
like,
stuck
this is
there,
really
right?
They're just stuck there. Yeah. It's like that might be an indicator, Huda. I know you're big on that. Like, if those start moving, maybe that's an indicator that like enough people have shifted over. You know what I mean? Like, the fact that they're not moving, maybe a lot of the folks haven't made it there yet.
Well, there's another interesting element. Like, around that time, it was somewhere in that time of Oviators and then signatures and trademarks, where Jack made the comment of he's not worried about the value of his NFTs for his collectors. And all of a sudden, there was like a screeching halt to people actually going, collecting his stuff on secondary. That's when trademarks started going downhill. The signature guys really stopped going full throttle and believing that, just because this is a 100 edition collection, like they were expecting this to be like, Ringer's tier special, but with 100 editions. Everything changed when he said that. So then you see these collections that are on harder to access chains, like on base, which it's not like it's hard, but nobody's going to go jump through hoops to chase this stuff that they are not sure about the value, when he just keeps creating and creating and creating, which is actually awesome too, by the way. But the value may not be there for Jack's stuff. It's interesting. I will say this, in the backroom kind of channels and stuff, I hear people comparing him and this is a wrong comparison, but to Pac, which is weird.
Ooh.
But there's something there. I don't think Jack is that. It's heady stuff. It's interesting.
Yeah.
But I mean, there is some kind of comparison there, but it's not the same.
I would say,
don't like it.
Yeah, it felt like Pac. Like, listen, I didn't collect. I wasn't like heavy into the art scene in 2021. It did feel like Pac was more for like higher end purchases, and Jack Butcher's like really spread out. Like that's what he does. That's his thing. Is like he spreads out the collections.
And,
He's like for the people.
And, but you know, I honestly think sometimes I think that a lot of these founders, they make the mistake of misspeaking, and they have their words twisted. Whereas I think that when he made the statement that he's not interested in the value, I don't think that he necessarily meant that he doesn't care if the holders gain no value, or you know that the people on secondary can derive no value from what he's created. I think he was trying to more or less say that, you know, I'm for the people and I just want to create. And the value is there, that's cool. But if not, that's not going to stop me from, you know, moving forward and doing what I do. So I do think, with that being said, I think that I want to open up a crypto PR firm for founders to kind of consult with me before they go out and start putting their feet in their mouths like they've been doing. You know, and let's make it happen.
Yeah, dude, I think you're spot on with like his intention. So like I was in the Opepin, you know, like group chat that he used to be in, and he left because people would give feedback and ask questions kind of, and he would see it and he's like, I don't want this impacting like my creative process in any way. Like he doesn't want to be around it. And he doesn't want the money part to be, you know, to impact his creative process too. So I think you nailed it. That was the spirit. He meant it. He's just going to create what he wants when he wants, and he's not going to think about the value. Not that he doesn't care about it per se, but it can affect the art. And but yeah, I mean, people, you know, it still means what he said, and yeah, I don't know. I think we're seeing it play out like that.
All right,
Yeah, I was just gonna say, wordsmithing has never been a strong point of a lot of artists. That's why, you know, they prefer to just sit in the corner and create.
That's interesting because it's like on one hand, he could be so clever and creative with his wording and the imagery and stuff and like the concepts, but also at the same time, you're right. It's not like he's like, man, what's the word I'm looking for? Yeah, he's not like a writer exactly. You're right.
Mm-hmm.
Give me just a sec, guys.
You got to track down GIF here.
Trying to at least.
I hope he's okay.
Man,
I hope we get into I hope we get into the ETH stuff. I think I saw that on our agenda maybe, but ETH NFTs, I'm not terrified. That's the total wrong way to say it, but I think that stuff's in trouble, man. I can't wait to get in.
All right, yeah, that is actually where I wanted to take us here. There's some updates on Say. There's some updates on Base that we were kind of, kind of hitting on a little bit.
Cool.
But yeah, let's jump in. So let's take a brief look here at NFT floor prices, specifically on Ethereum. Some of these altcoins are performing a little bit better. GIF, I don't know if we're getting your audio, but Pudgy Penguin, so we're searching by 24-hour volume here, right? Pudgy's going to have the most volume. They're up 8%, 14.7, 17.3 on the Bored Ape Yacht Club. Little Pudgy's here, 1.3. Go down the list. There's some top performers. Overworld looks like it's doing okay. I'm not even going there. Can Pies, Mocha's not. Like what you see across the board is either hold, a pretty strong hold, or basically down significantly. Like even you see BAYC here down 20%. That is not out of the ordinary for what's happening on Ethereum. So let's just open up the convo and talk about this. That's the question on the thumbnail as well. Can Ethereum NFTs recover?
So I'm trying to locate a Beanie thread from, I think it was yesterday, and he just said, look, it's at this point, and it's been playing out over the past couple years. Like the evidence was always there, people caring less and less about the traits of their NFTs, and just a lot of kind of playing off the floor and people treating them like meme coins. And ultimately, meme coins, it's hard to say they're going to replace NFTs, because NFTs, I still believe, never going anywhere. But meme coins are where you need to go if you want that action, if you want the liquidity. I think we're in this price discovery phase still. I think we're going to be here for a while. I think Ethereum NFTs especially are going to have trouble competing with meme coins and Bitcoin ordinals at the same time. I think Ethereum NFTs are in a really rough place right now.
So I play devil's advocate. I would say that I'm of the unpopular opinion that I think right now, I think that we might be prisoners of the moment of what's happening within NFTs. I do think that Ethereum, but with Ethereum making a comeback or reaching new all-time highs or whatever, I do think Ethereum NFTs will make a comeback. I don't know necessarily about newer collections, especially the ones that aren't hype, but I think they will find some type of footing and start trending back upwards. And the only reason I say that is because I just feel like whenever the sentiment is too low on anything within Web3, we're always proven wrong. In most cases, like sometimes things do just fizzle out, but usually it has that, when the sentiment is very, very low on a certain chain or a certain collection, like it has this Phoenix effect.
So yes, I'll play devil's advocate to your devil's advocate. How about that? No, I'm kidding. I agree partially. I think where Ethereum is in double trouble here is gas. Like people are so unwilling to pay that anymore. Like it's frustrating, and people are getting pretty pissed about it. Now I know there's an upgrade coming that is going to address it, and it's just to what degree. But man, as long as there's NFT, I mean, again, it comes back to Bitcoin. As long as now you got Bitcoin ordinals that you can collect, and if you're going to pay a high fee, again, much rather pay it there. Yeah, man, it's like people are willing to go over to Solana. They're willing to go to L2s. They're excited to go to Bitcoin. What does Ethereum have left to offer? And I feel funny fudding the Ethereum stuff that I believe in still strongly, but I'm not seeing the purpose of it other than the programmability. I'm pretty worried about Ethereum bags in general here, and they will bounce back, but I don't think we found our floor on a lot of these collections.
With that being said, right? What if there was like almost like a rebate type of protocol for like every time you spent like high gas fees, or every time the network got clogged, and it's like you could see like anytime, and I see Q over there smiling. But
haven't we had an airdrop for this, like gas fees?
Well,
spent?
but I'm just throwing shit at a wall.
No, that's a cool thought. That's it. Like think of the Magic Eden NFT token that's going to reward you for trading on Magic Eden. You could look at that in a way as a rebate or a refund or something to entice you to keep trading.
But instead of it being announced like later on, like we're rolling out you get to see it. Like every time you spend a purchase, it's like you earn X amount of points for the rebate that will eventually happen in either like once a month or once a quarter or whatever. You get you're eligible to receive your rebate. The reason I'm thinking about that because I'm thinking about what would keep people on chain and enthusiastic about minting and utilizing the chain and paying to get high gas fees.
But like Vitalik is totally cool with people going to L2s, right? Like he
as long as they're EVM, I'm sure he does. That's the difference.
Yeah, so it's like, if gas fees stay high and people move to these L2s, he's like, great, that's what we built this for. That's what we asked to be our scaling solution.
Yeah, I think it needs more innovation around what DP's saying, like more of these types of rewards, rebates, ways to like share some of that value back and incentivize people to keep trading there. I do think some of that will really make a difference. I agree that we're still in a very tough spot. We may not have found the bottom. Somebody was saying Moonbirds is below 1 ETH floor now, which is pretty crazy to see that. Also, Quantum Variant coming in saying that the Dankun upgrade is going to make L2 NFTs and DeFi go crazy. So yeah, it's a very tough spot. It's a tough spot for Ethereum right now. Most people don't want to pay that gas. We need a little bit more innovation. We need more incentives. We need other things. But there's a ton of provenance, a ton of culture, and so again, like I've been saying, the narratives in this space and the puck can move so quickly that all it's going to take is the right coalescence, the right catalysts, whatever it is, and then a lot of people are going to skate back that way, and that can happen very quickly, but we might not be there for a while. It might take a while.
Appreciate the compliment.
Marty's saying he loves the headband. Getting a lot of headband comments here on NFT Live.
Let's go.
Okay, I want to briefly, and I mean briefly as quick as I can, touch on this. First of all, Quantum Variant saying Dankun will make L2 NFTs and DeFi go crazy. Like, that also affects Ethereum, does it not? Like, that's going to help a little bit.
Yeah, those are ETH L2s.
Yeah. So, but is that going to help mainnet? not
Well,
L2s, or is Dan
everything
just for L2s?
in my opinion, and I don't know exactly how to quantify this, but everything that's happening on ETH L2s ultimately is being secured on Ethereum. So it's all adding more layers of structure and value within the larger Ethereum ecosystem. It's just growing the Ethereum ecosystem. But the difference to understand, and where I think the conversation gets nuanced and people get lost, is that just because the Ethereum ecosystem is growing does not mean that specific mainnet Ethereum projects are doing well. Right, like not all ETH projects
just like the token.
are going. Yeah, not
The
not
token's
all.
doing well. NFTs aren't doing well.
Yeah, exactly. So these things are decoupled. Like I think in our heads we imagine, well, ETH goes up and Ethereum L2s do well, so then ETH NFT collections are going to do great. That's not necessarily the case. On a case by case basis, like maybe some of them will, go up at the same time, but a lot of them are going to be completely decoupled and separate from the rise of everything else happening in the ecosystem. And that's kind of shitty. I think in the last bull run, it was sort of this like, oh, well, everything on Ethereum's doing well, so just fucking ape into anything. I don't think that same meta is going to come back.
This is probably the most important question that you can ask, especially if you're like holding Ethereum bags, right? Like in our holding ETH NFTs, is Beanie right in this sense? Because what is happening right now with Ethereum, in my opinion, is more time-based related, Huda. So when I read a Beanie quote like this, and he's talking about how fungible tokens are just seen as more liquid and easier to trade, one of the really cool things about NFTs in 2021 that changed the game was the ability to like be like a one-of-one unique like asset or avatar or what have you with the rise of PFPs, right? Like, and that's not a thing that's going to fully move the needle by itself, but it's one feature that you can't get with fungible tokens. Yeah. Right, unless you want to bring in the 404 stuff, we haven't really seen that pop off. But that's the whole thing right now is like fungible tokens. Yeah, it's fun while everyone is making money. But when it comes down to it, communities still want the one-of-one feeling of saying I'm one of a part of these things. Basically, what you're seeing on within most NFT communities that you don't get in fungible token communities. Correct? Or am I?
No, you're exactly right. But that's where then Bitcoin Ordinals becomes that double, that second whammy for Ethereum, because most of these ETH collections want a collection on Bitcoin too and are actively working towards that. So then it's like, man, as a holder, that's where I want to be holding my exposure to any community I'm in. It's really, really interesting. Like it's
sort of saying to E 3.0, win E 3.0.
I think part of this discussion also points back to why the 404 innovation has, again, that really interesting kernel of insight, which is like, hey, can we find ways to take the best of the ERC20s and the 721s so that you can like have liquidity and have uniqueness within one project, and finding new ways to like play with these ideas and try and again, it's like expand your collector base, expand the capacity and the capabilities of what this IP can do, because now again you're serving a broader audience. You can get some traders and some DeFi people, and you can get some like art collectors, hodlers and all those types of people in one fucking project. If you can like find that magic mix where like the 404 setup is executed really fucking well, I think you're gonna see crazy fucking things happen.
Pandora.
Yeah, I'm a believer in 404s. I do think they're going to be like big time. And then Beanie also made a point here too. Like if I'm saying that I think ordinals are going to be huge and disruptive to ETH, and he's saying meme coins are, well, what happens when you put them together, which exists, like the BRC20s and the runes coming up. I think we're going to have a pretty magical time over on Bitcoin here in probably, 8 weeks or so. It's going to be cool.
Oh, calling a time frame. I like that.
One thing I'll say, right, to kind of like expound on what Q was saying, or I guess I don't know if this is a contrasting statement, is that with meme tokens and NFTs kind of like being profitable, or as opposed to like the fungible, a lot of fungible tokens not getting that community attention. I think it's because, listen, for the general public, the use case and the purpose of NFTs and meme tokens are easy to understand, right? It's easy to derive value and perceive value from what and its immediate value that's delivered, because it's almost like, you know, you could utilize, it's like a fork as opposed to, and this is a crazy analogy I'm coming up with off the top of my head, right? It's almost like, you know, if somebody were to give you a fork and you were to be, you know, you could immediately use the fork to scoop up food or whatever, as opposed to if somebody were to give you like a grill that, and you know, you got to go get this. So what I'm trying to say, let me just sum it up. What I'm trying to say is that a lot of the fungible tokens, right, that are attached to these big brain projects don't have use cases yet because nobody is using the technology, which means that a lot of these tokens aren't really receiving any value, as opposed to what the people that kind of like understand what the use case will be in the future, hopefully, that speculate on this type of stuff. As opposed to when you buy or purchase an NFT or purchase the meme token, like the use case is there already. You know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna take this NFT and I'm gonna flex immediately. As soon as I get it, I'm gonna upload it as my background and I'm gonna let everybody see it and say, "Oh, that's an alive holder." Whereas if I buy fucking you know, some DPN token that's supposed to have some type of revolutionary technology rolling out by the year 2026, like, of course, I'm gonna be sitting on my hands for a while until, you know, they release like their mainnet or release whatever product it is that they're advertising that they're supposed to build, and then I might sit even longer in hopes that it gets into real industry adoption. So I think that's where, you know, it's easy to point to like NFTs right now, because we aren't seeing a lot of adoption with a lot of the technology that's supposed to be being released behind a lot of these other big brain type of tokens.
But there's nothing behind a lot of these meme coins. That's the thing. Like that, when the music stops, there will be nothing left.
Yeah, and I guess what I'm saying is like the utility is vibes, right? And everybody can understand vibes. You know what I'm saying?
You
like that's basically
before.
what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, you heard that one before. That's what made people round trip their fucking Bored Apes, because it was about the community and about vibes, until it wasn't. But all right, here's a good example of what's happening, right? And I'm not saying it's going to be a full exodus. I think we all have kind of a range of takes. But Deadfell is here saying Ghost Machine, a 20K free airdrop collection on Say, founded by some of their founders, with art by Psych NFT, incubated by DFC Labs, will have a 10K available for all Deadfellas 10K holders to claim. So going cross-chain here, which will happen more and more, as we know.
Yep.
Hold on, real quick, Nick. I don't mean to interrupt you, Gift, but I just saw a comment. Nick Swerver says, "Small sensible profit is great in all DP, but have you not felt 1,200x in 3 days and then ride it back down to basically zero?" Oh boy, the tales I could tell you. Listen, we won't even get into it, but I could create a series called "Fumbling and Fading Generational Wealth" and let that be a segment. Like,
there'll be like flashbacks to each of our, like, us getting in for the first time.
We should actually do that as a recurring segment or its own show, where we literally set up just like fumbling Jenny wealth, and we all bring in.
I don't want to.
In our
I already
worst
think about it at night
story, and we take shots after each person tells their fucking fumble. Yo, I'm just saying that sounds great. It'll go great. It'll go great right along FUD team. You know what I mean? Like FUD team. Fumblers, you know, and then we got NFT Live.
Hold on. Back to this. What are our thoughts here? So Deadfell is probably the biggest IP heading over to Say. It has more to do with, I'm kind of thinking this more along the lines of Ethereum than Say. We haven't really kind of moved into Say yet, but like along the lines of Ethereum, larger IP on that chain moving.
I got tons of thoughts on this. First of all, before I get into
Give me your best one.
I'll say sex is great and all, but have you ever round tripped 1,000x? Yeah, that's a thing. And then, okay, Betty followed me last night. Apparently, she finally decided. Apparently, that I'm worthy of a follow. So thank you, shout out Betty. Means a ton that you finally gave me that follow. I think the thing that very much worries me here is, as I've seen the way that Deadfellas operate, I've been a long time since they minted originally, long time Deadfellas community holder, almost consistently since mint. I've been one of the most vocal proponents of them on this show, on the Web3 Network, on many other shows. But watching how they've operated over the last year or so, I'm worried about the way that they chase narratives. They end up coming in at awkward times with awkward strategies, and they seem kind of tone deaf. And so I think the art's going to be cool. I have questions about the execution, and I have questions about the supply.
Context though, GIF. I don't think this is from DFZ Labs. It's by two guys that I don't think are a part of the Deadfellas team. It's just art is done by Sykes, and it's coming out of DFZ Labs. Does that change your opinion?
They're Deadfellas is partnered on launching this as sort of an expansion, sort of
a utility for their holders.
It's utility, and that's great. So I'm happy about that. I've still got, I think, 6 Deadfellas or something. I think that means I get to claim them. I think it's cool that they're doing that, but also 20K on say right now is a lot. And
Good point.
so I have a lot of question marks is all I'm saying, but I'm like ambivalent. I'm excited, and also I have a lot of like sort of weird question marks and PTSD.
All right, Huda's coming in with a great post here, really informative here. What are we looking at here, Huda?
It's well, we talked about it when GIF had dropped off, but the way he was looking at me, and it just hit me what that reminds me of. Dude, it's so beautiful. It reminds me of that scene in Step Brothers where the one's listening to the other one sing and his eyes light up and he's just, you know what I'm talking about?
Oh, it's almost like that still poster too, where they're both looking up, like with the, you know what I'm talking about, where they're both looking up and it's like one has the hand on the shoulder.
I was actually trying to do my best impression of what's his name when he's like Lisan Al Gaib. He would do it just like that. Like, you know, like whatever that fucking meme is. That was my look. I was looking at you like you're the chosen one. Like you are.
Okay, I found it.
Yeah.
Okay. Hang on, I'm gonna drop this in that Twitter thread.
This is what I saw.
Oh, that's
That is hilarious.
Oh my god.
That's freaking awesome.
I got PNG'd.
Let's see. Deadfellas to say I thought they were making a game. Yeah. We'll play that game in 22. Next bull run, we're all going to be fucking playing that Deadfellas game. I swear to God.
Everybody's always supposed to be making a fucking game.
Damn. Tell me how you really feel on that one. All right. I had a couple other things that I wanted to get to here while we were around this convo. It looks like EVM is starting or paralyzed EVM is starting to make its way. This has been a fun little meme here within the Say ecosystem where we're calling out MetaMask for needing to update the UI because they need to add a 0 for how low the gas is. So we just went from talking about how Ethereum gas is too high. Well, it looks like Say is pushing this parallelized EVM narrative and how low. Apparently, people were going onto the testnet, minting an NFT. So they got I don't know if it was 001 or 0001 of whatever the token was, and they were still able to mint the NFT without like it saying like, hey, you don't have enough here.
Oh, dude, I was wondering why I was getting those errors. I was doing this live last night. I was streaming. I was trying to mint a bunch of these, and I ended up with 2 or 3. Okay. But it got to a point where it said I didn't have enough, and it made no sense. I'm like, okay, it's testnet. Maybe it's down. Maybe there's something going on.
No, you don't have any tokens.
Wow.
You need to go to that testnet. I don't usually. They have a slow drip.
You got to go to the faucet.
Which
no, I had.
No, but it's only this amount, dude. It's a slow drip. You got to go every day, and you got to get some more.
Well, hang on.
Say EVM that we're talking about?
Yeah, but hang on, because I got 2 Say from it. It sent me 2 Say. The mint is free, and it was a fraction of a, it was like 0.000 whatever.
I have some Say on testnet too.
Most people are getting like 0.00. Go ahead, DP.
Oh no,
I think I got it. I think I got it at
Usually
you got it at the beginning, right? You got it early.
I did it
when
yesterday.
The testnet first drop. Oh, it gave you 2 when it
gave me 2
yesterday. Okay.
Usually
because I got 2
faucets
when
are like
first drop.
Okay, so you guys are okay. Well, I'm gonna not put my foot in my mouth anymore. You guys are both on the testnet, so okay. DP, do you have any answer for him on why it might have failed?
I mean, it could be that it was so low, right? Like that's the thing that happens. If gas used to be so low on Ethereum that you would get an error, like you couldn't transact, it could be the exact same thing. That happened once. Do you guys remember that? Do you remember that?
No, I don't.
Dude, it was wild. I'll find old tweets about it. There was a day on Ethereum you couldn't buy shit because gas was too low. It was wild.
Yeah, I got 2 Say, $1.80 USD.
Is there another like testnet Say maybe? I don't know. Anyways, One moment on the gas front, just context. I don't remember that day, Huda, but I do remember CryptoKitties Day. I remember CryptoKitties launch. Couldn't do anything on Ethereum. Couldn't even send Ethereum. It crashed.
Hey, shout out to my guy Prodigy, man. He's been gone so long. I think this is his first time seeing me on here, man. What's going on, Co-Press?
The co.
Yeah, what's up, Prodigy? Yo, on the whole like gas and Ethereum thing too. I had like a Pepe fork drop on Pulse Chain that I went to try and get out because it looked like it was running yesterday. It was like $800. And I had to figure out how to bridge over to Pulse, sell that Pepe coin, get back out and bridge. It was a fucking scam, bro. Pulse Chain is garbo. I ended up losing like $700 just trying to get in and out and get this shit. Like it literally was not even worth trying to go and collect almost $1,000 off of Pulse Chain. Fucking garbage. And obviously like it's worse with ETH gas being high for the bridging and shit. But dude, fuck Pulse Chain. That was my experience. Horrible experience trying to go over there.
Oof. Okay. All right. I like that. I like that hot take. Real quick, I had a couple other things I wanted to touch on. We have probably about 15 more minutes left with y'all. Cats Fanatic saying I minted 10 more this morning without any failing. I will say, like, my experience on testnet, a lot of times, like, because it is a testnet, like, a lot of people transacting at once, it'll error out sometimes. Yeah, maybe fair. That was it.
Hey, quick question, Give. Did you try to go into like any of the centralized exchanges like MEX or OKX and seeing if you could just send your Pulse Chain there?
Well, I used Xpulse was the one that I found was their DEX to trade on.
No, he's saying you could send the tokens you had to a SEX.
Yeah.
No,
because that's usually what I do when I can't. Because I was the same way with my StartNet. I was trying to find a place to trade, and I had to end up sending it.
Coinbase didn't. Yeah, Coinbase doesn't trade Pulse at all. It's not even listed there. So like, it's just my experience was awful. Look at that.
Huda, what's your cat's name so we can create a meme coin on Say about your cat?
Yeah. His name's Hunter. I named him after
Hunter.
I was naming each of my cats after the classes in Destiny 2 or in any of the Destiny games. So I have Titan and I have Hunter, and my next cat was gonna be Warlock, but we didn't do that. But yeah.
All right, Hunter coin coming soon. Say.
Hell yeah.
Real quick, Pudgy Penguins Gold Feathers collectibles released today, March 8th at 8:45. So this is today. What's going on with these Pudgy collectibles, man? These actually look pretty sick.
Dude, I have multiple times gone on eBay to price these out. The nice rare ones, like where there's like 150 editions or something. They're cool. They're really cool. I do want one. There's enough people that are buying them just to flip, so they're not like hard to get.
Penguins don't have feathers though, right?
Let's put this to rest, man. Are you not a bird if you don't have feathers?
No, I'm just saying they named it gold feathers, and like.
I just think we shouldn't get too caught up in
no,
this.
I'm having fun fucking dissecting the thing like we do, bro.
I know.
We
bring it up multiple times though, yeah.
Branding and communication, idiosyncrasy that I'm curious about.
Gold feathers.
Penguins have feathers? Can somebody please confirm or deny?
Penguins have more feathers than most other birds, with about 100 feathers per square inch.
Okay, all right. So there you go. I learned something. So it does actually make sense. There you go. Thank you.
So this whole time you were like standing for the no feathers thing, and it was wrong.
Seems that way.
I wasn't really.
So it also says, in Gift's defense, it also says most penguin species go through one complete molt, or they shed their feathers each year, usually after the breeding season. The exception is the Galapagos penguin, which usually
it's clearly a popular question. I'm not the only one that has this question because it came up.
Yeah. Wow.
That's feathers.
I love it.
Yeah. I learned something. Now it makes sense.
You get educated when you tune into NFT Live.
Look, I know I wasn't the only motherfucker that was asking this.
You had me questioning it.
Other people.
I think I commented on the Pudgy's post, and I was like, "Yo, what's going on with these feathers? Like, there's no feathers here." Quantum Berry saying penguins have scales. LOL.
Oh my God. We are fucking idiots.
BTC boss saying they have 2 layers of feathers. Yeah, I expect feather coin to come in here. XNFT saying, haven't seen anyone talking about Akita from the Saiyan team. They wanted to be the bonk doge of Say, a $3 million market cap. They claimed it was an experimental token. It took over Millie's market cap. This is a Say meme coin, by the way. We talked about Say taking off. I would get involved in the Say What Morning show if you're interested. We spent about an hour and a half talking about just
and
Say.
The founders come through. The community comes through. They rock with Say What. You can come and you can talk to the different founders and stuff. So you need to tune in.
Dude, it's the guests you get on there is so damn impressive. Every single show I look and see who you got on, I'm like, holy shit, bro.
It's not even a guess, really, man. The community just comes in and collabs together. It's crazy. That's a crazy vibe.
There's something different over there. By the way, I sent you a screenshot in DMs, and I think I owe you an explanation. Like after I sent it, one of my wallets is named. You'll see. It might.
Is it on X?
Weird.
Which of my multiple platforms am I going to?
On Nifty Q, like on your main.
All right.
I'll say this about Say meme coins. I'm not really flipping any right now, and when I say I'm not flipping any, I'm not looking to really sell any, because I still think that we still have a lot more liquidity that's due to come into the. And this is just my opinion, not financial advice. I think we got a lot more liquidity that's due to come into the network, and then I'm waiting on more of the liquidity to come, and then stuff really starts to take off before I start really looking into getting rid of anything.
Bro, I think we're at such a low point on the activity, like you're saying, and just where we'll be in a couple months, that it's just like, if you're selling now, it's not this. It's again, not even worth it. Financial. Yeah.
It's you might as well just wait and see if it gets 100x when shit heats up, because otherwise you're getting what, like $20, $50 or something.
All right. What's happening here?
So I
serial killer.
That was it. Okay, so I sent you the screenshot to prove, hey, I got to Say, and then I didn't even think about, like the name of this account is serial killer. so I had these plans, and this is going back a little bit. I think I bought the ENS at 1.2. I wanted to start buying NFTs from random collections and start sending them to the burn address. And like that was going to be a shit. Like I wanted that to be like years and years of doing that. Nobody knew who it was. Now they'll know if it ever happens, but that was the plan for that account. And that ENS, be fucking cool to happen.
That's our co-host.
That's hilarious. So like you're sneaking up to behind a cappy, and you take him and you fucking burn him into infinity, and like that's wow.
And like doing that enough times, you do that a few dozen times, and eventually people are gonna catch on. Like, wait, what the fuck is up with this account here? So.
That you could take that to infinity, and you basically, or like to its like end of spectrum, and you're basically like doing a hostile takeover of the project. you're like buying 1,000 of these and just sending them.
Yep. I'll tell you where the idea even started from, and I actually feel fucking awful about it. Zancan, who I love, and he's like the sweetest guy. He put out like an NFT collection like end of 2022 or 2023, and the edition numbers he puts is the year. So he did 2022 editions of whatever NFT. I'm like, I want to burn one just to fuck that all up. And I'm like the fact that I would do that to somebody so nice like him that I consider a friend is like fucked up. But that's the serial killer in me, maybe.
The duality of man there, sir, played out in real time. Real quick, let's go. So gold feathers, I know we got through the whole do penguins have feathers? Apparently they have 2 layers of them. So alfalfa here on the show. Any other takes here on the collectible itself?
Yeah, man, shout out to Pudgy Penguins for continuing to find a way to deliver value to the holders. I think they played into that whole the digital experience, and it went well, and now it's almost like they can print value whenever they want to right now, because the type of collections and stuff they can come out with that's centered around exclusivity is almost endless. Now that they know that the model works and that their digital collections are actually valuable, and people want to hold on to that stuff.
Yeah, that looks like a high quality collectible too. Like that, it looks like they're also just finding ways to increase the quality and find new qualities and new types of materials and rare. I don't know. It just looked like a very good quality product.
They can start getting into some auction pieces. They could do like how they did their Golden Feathers collection. They can make one made with actual 14, 18, 20 karat gold and auction it off on Sotheby's or something. Like it's a lot they could do. They could collab with cars, do a cars version of Pudgy Penguin. it's a lot. It's a lot that can happen.
All right, I appreciate you guys tuning in today. We're going to go for about 5 more minutes here on the show, 5 to 10. You know what that means. We'll be here another hour. But yeah, definitely excited to be sitting here touching on the market as it is green today. So we got a couple more stories that we'll hit. Some awesome comments here in the chat. Prodigy saying he's going to a Billy Joel Stevie Nicks concert tomorrow. So he's definitely the luckiest one of the weekend here. That's a fantastic concert. Gutterland. I'm guessing that's Gutter Cat related. So shout out to the gang. XNFT was hitting on that Akita token. We hit that a bunch on Say What. I don't want to flood NFT Live with too much Say talk, but yeah, Akita and Millie doing pretty well here. Saiyan token just to me, I mean, good Lord. It's just... and what's funny is like I'm doing the exact opposite, right? Because I'm so far down the rabbit hole, I'm like making a bunch of different plays. Where I think you could literally just throw your whole fucking stack into Saiyan and be okay. In the same way that when I first got into Ethereum in 2017-16 era, if I just kept stacking Ethereum, I would have been fine. Like I think honestly, Saiyan's is that play. Wormhole. Anybody have any wormhole takes? I haven't even checked if I'm eligible.
Dude, you know what? That's a good point. I don't think I checked, but dude, I saw Mad Lads are getting like a 37K airdrop for not per wallet, for each Mad Lad. Fucking insane.
What?
I didn't see what other communities are getting a drop too, but man, just crazy shit. I want an airdrop, dude. I want to win somewhere.
Oh my god! Stop. You want to win somewhere. You got some wins.
No, you know what? That's a shitty way to say it. I don't mean it like that. I want to win somewhere like the freebie things, right?
Yeah,
I'm like, I do just
time.
fine with my trades.
All right, we're Trailer Maxis here. Portal Coin announcing that they are a sponsor for the Dota 2 Invitational, basically the Worlds of Dota.
Okay. What is, I mean, dude, they do this sort of like mysterious announcements of announcements better than most people. And it's just like, bro, the way that they handled the shards made me upset because I basically got rugged on that for shilling them for a couple weeks. So I don't know what to say about Portal right now. I'm not fucking in it, I guess. And it seems like endless announcements of things. And I still don't know what the fuck it's about, really.
Yeah. This is a pretty hype trailer around one of the most watched esports events in the world. So that's pretty cool. Again, like Portal hasn't really, I think, launched its main kind of application. Huda, what's going on there? You having a stroke?
Yeah, I might be. I actually might be. No. Did you guys know that Space's integrated video?
Yeah.
That's like that happened. There's a bunch of people watching.
Yeah, dude,
I didn't fucking know.
You didn't know we've been live on X simulcasting?
Wait,
No, I knew you have, but the viewers is different.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. We've been simulcasting for a while, Huda. But I don't know if this isn't technically a space. It's more it's simulcast a video.
Shows up.
No,
though,
that I know,
above.
but I think they actually integrated it now where it shows like with the rest of Spaces.
Yeah.
So like I thought when these go on Twitter, you get like a couple viewers there. Like usually
No, we get a
Whaler
bunch. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
We've been bullish on video on X for a while because we know that they're going to be prioritizing that as a new product to compete with fucking TikTok and Instagram and everywhere else. So welcome and shout out to all of our friends on X, on YouTube, wherever you are. That's the beauty of what we're doing here.
Okay. I'm used to seeing like a number 1 or 3 or something over there. That's mine.
Well,
that's
they're getting better. I think Restream is getting better at integrating the different products. So you're getting like, we can now see comments from X in Restream, and I think we see the aggregate viewership now, which is fucking dope.
Yeah, aggregate viewership at 180 right now. So that's pretty cool. Bull market vibes. Wherever you may be.
Pump up the likes, pump up the viewership, people. Pump up the shares.
Drop some weird fucking dank memes, some eggplant emojis. I don't know. Let us know what you're looking at. What meme coins should we be fucking pumping? What meme coins are you interested in, bro?
Beef!
Brian with hat. Did somebody say Biff? Let's fucking go. Biff to the moon. What? Not financial advice.
Who did you have any comments
Portal?
here on the
I got
NFT
comments on
token here?
Portal.
Okay.
I
Oh,
do. I
shit.
gotta say,
Shit.
it's a big fucking deal. Like that, I didn't know they teased that already. Maybe like a few days ago. I missed it. I wasn't really following Portal Coin. I didn't know they're doing something Dota 2 related. I'm assuming there's no NFTs, right? These are just in-game cosmetic skins, but I'm guessing they're going to give some like Portal rewards.
Okay, so Dota 2, that would be a wild announcement if they did any of their assets as NFTs.
Right.
That's like on par with League of Legends, basically. I think it's a kind of tit for tat. I think League is definitely way more popular, but Dota 2 has a huge base, the multi-million-dollar tournaments, all this stuff. I don't know if they release details. Like Gif was saying, they like to keep it like under wraps and not release anything.
Yeah. Okay. Well, what'll be fun is to push our own kind of like narrative or info out there, which is like D-Market, which does trade Dota skins as NFTs. So even if they're not, it's like let people know they can trade them as NFTs, and you kind of can build that story on your own. I think that'd be kind of fun. But I mean, that's huge. I was not expecting a game like that. We all know PUBG is what they teased before. I'm giga bullish on this all of a sudden, like shocked, really.
Yeah, that also part of this, just diving a little bit deeper, we're also launching exclusive Dota 2 collectibles via Portal. Open your loot boxes to get in-game items. It's holy shit. Hold the fucking phone now. Wait, was this the announcement they were trying to make before?
I don't know.
They put it out like 3 months ago. That wouldn't tie in, because before they were like, wait for the biggest. This is the biggest announcement that I've ever seen in Web3 gaming.
It's huge, right?
Yeah.
This is the biggest game to ever implement NFTs in some type of scale.
Yep. That's why I'm wondering if they're
they've been
NFTs or
doing
not.
some work.
I'm betting they're not, but I bet there's going to be Portal token rewards in this tournament. That's how I feel like that integration is going to work.
In-game items and skins.
Yeah. Doesn't mean they're NFTs, but you can tokenize them and sell them on D-Market.
Oh, okay.
You know?
I see.
But I do think Portal,
I got
giving
hyped
people
up.
crypto is their little like bridge to get them over on this side. Like once people start playing in the ecosystem and getting familiar with the tech and the whole shtick, right? Then start dropping digital ownership on them. It's coming. It's coming through here. This is awesome.
Yeah, they're taking a little dab do you approach, and I think it's actually smart now, because you don't really want to shock the customer base with just rolling out a bunch of Web3 NFT shit. So I do like the approach where it's like, just come, get these in-game skins and stuff, and then you can kind of, if you want to, just come play around on Portal and trade them around.
I can already tell. Yeah, first of all, I love that saying, a little dabble do you. That's great. Fucking love that shit. It's great. That's a whole strategy in of itself. But I can already tell this is one of those things that I'm gonna end up like missing the boat on, because I mid-curve it and I get angry because I had a shitty first experience, and so I'm like, fuck that, and then it's gonna go 100x. This is gonna be one of those things that I fade because of my own bias, and I shouldn't do that. I should just go fucking make sure I get back into Portal, even though I had a shitty first experience with it, because it's probably going to do well.
Yeah. If I wanted you to keep going, but we had the audio switch.
That's it.
Yeah, Prodigy's mentioning that he's again. We've been. I mean, MOBAs. I will add Dota and League of Legends in together. I've cleared the 10,000 hour mark on those by a lot. And Prodigy, I've been playing a lot of League of Legends with over the years. He's saying would be amazing across all my permaban League of Legends accounts. I have thousands of dollars in skins and chromas.
Why is he out here getting permabanned? First of all, that's the
what do
real
you mean?
question.
Oh, you
why?
Never,
do you know Prodigy?
Wait till you get in a voice call with this dude. Wait till you get in a voice call with this dude.
Dude, nobody fucking flames and rages like fucking Prodigy playing a video game. I have never personally hung out and played video games with somebody that rages like Prodigy does. It's
in
like,
a good way.
No, in a great way. It's like part of who Prodigy is this like over the top insane man. And when you play games with him, it's a lot of fun. It's energetic. He's
I'm
gonna
not
go
that
off.
bad. That's the famous last words. I'm not that bad.
Which means he's every bit of as bad as you all say he
Yeah.
is.
Oh, it's his thing. He's proud. He's proud of it because he's good at fucking raging and flaming like crazy.
All right, Taproot Wizards is trolling us here, Hudo. What's happening here?
Dude, Udi is a master troll, a master fucking troll, and it's like he turned something on where he wasn't doing a lot of this the past couple months, and all of a sudden, a couple days ago, he's like, game on. He's like, yeah, dude, expect a lot of like fucking hilarious shit from him.
Bro,
So
I fell for this. I was like, what the fuck?
Do not fall for anything that Udi does. He's hilarious. Like, again, master troll.
All right, guys, this is it. That's all I had.
He's more toxic in league than me.
I think you
All
have
right.
more permabanned accounts. I think we have to go based on the amount of permabans. Although I do own one, I believe. All right, guys, that's it for me. What else do we need to cover before we get out of here? I know Base
Show
had
some droppers art,
some.
bro. Go
Oh
to that
shit,
collection.
Well,
Yeah,
dude!
yeah.
I was literally gonna transition. I swear to God, I was transitioning to
Mhm.
showing that as you dropped off.
Congratulations on order for our
I
esteemed
appreciate it.
couple
I just want to
friends.
see a couple. I just want to show off a couple pieces for the fam.
Hold
There you
on,
go.
real quick.
Dark
Let
mode.
me. Okay, your mic's working. You're good.
Yeah, that's an example of a super rare dark
I
mode.
want
There's
this.
only
This one is
three
fire.
in the collection that have that color theory. Yeah, a little GM post there.
Fire.
Yeah, man, minted out yesterday. 111 only, early original high effort. Oh, that's a monochrome. Only I think 4 of those in the collection. with
Cat's
that
got
color
one.
theory.
Can I ask you
Yeah.
a question?
Yeah.
In the future, would you consider turning these into physical collectibles?
Dude, this is
Yeah,
a
that's
question
kinda-
that's coming up a lot, and so I think like Nifty Q had a good recommendation yesterday because I've already had more than one. Like I've had 2 or 3 people now ask about physicals for these, and I would love to see what they look like as a print, but I would want to like crop them and prepare high quality print files. And Q had a good idea of maybe just like raffling off like one like nice high quality physical to the community. There's only 55 holders right now, you know, because again, there's only 111 one of ones. So maybe I'll raffle off and like create a really nice one of one for somebody's.
Are
Now
you
made the classic
artistic?
mistake of telling us about it. You
Wait,
can't
wait.
tell about it
Arti-
before you announce it.
Are
Bro,
you artistic
I'm
August?
so transparent, bro. I'm always building in public. That's part of what I just do. And you're right.
Ooh.
Now, quick question: Are you artistic by any means? Like, are you handy with like a paint, with like a brush and some paint?
Am I artistic? Like I hope so. I mean,
Yeah, like
you're looking at my art,
because
bro.
what I was gonna say is that a cool one-on-one would be you kind of like getting a real canvas and mimicking one of these.
So you're talking about like
creations
analog
and-
art, yeah?
yeah, no,
actually
like
doing like the analog piece.
no, because these are a hybrid cyborg AI, like generative AI artwork
Okay, I
anyway.
got you.
That like
I
for
got
me to then try and like paint it myself, I just don't even. Why would I spend time doing that when I don't think it really fits the concept of it? But they are meant to emulate physical like screen prints and watercolors.
Yeah.
So I do think that they will reproduce well if I find the right printer and the right like materials and shit. So yeah, no, I'm not gonna try and hand paint that shit though. Like I would probably not even get close to making it look like it, and I'd spend way too much time and energy trying to figure out how to do it anyway.
Yeah, I was just playing into the whole novelty of it actually being like a piece hand painted by the creator. So
It's
I
an
get what
interesting
you're saying,
idea.
though.
I like the idea. I just think that the practical like logistics of how to try and do that and then do it well, that I like felt good about it.
Yeah,
would
I
be
feel you.
hard.
I would love to see it like come to life on an animation scale. Like maybe just like have some type of movements, or it has that drip feel to it. I don't know if you could do that, but that would look cool in like a digital canvas, maybe.
I'm sure there's ways, man. Dude, again, AI tools are progressing so rapidly that like there's going to be ways that I'm going to be able to play with these and animate them that might do something like what you're thinking. So yeah, man, again, this is just experimental early generative AI art on base. And check it out, droppers. You know, if you're able to drop a link, go ahead. But either way, you can just go search on OpenSea or go to gifted.com. They just minted out yesterday. only 111. I'm definitely going to be trying to do some cool things with these, whether it's like a physical raffle or even airdrops. Airdrops are the thing, man. And like, I got a bunch of Brian with hat. I got some Mochi. I got some Toshi. I don't know. I'm not going to make any crazy promises. Like, it's not a fucking security. I didn't talk about any of this shit before it minted. I'm not trying to do anything weird, but I do love the idea of having a very small exclusive art collection on Base right now, because the transaction costs on Base are so fucking low that I can do things like that. I can scale that way easier than we were trying to do that on ETH. Dude, I spent ungodly amounts of money trying to hook people up on Ethereum. And I look back and I almost fucking regret a lot of that. Like, it was cool to be early, but nobody appreciates that shit now. And I spent way too much fucking money trying to do that type of shit. On Base, it doesn't cost nearly as much to scale airdrops. Like, I saw somebody, sorry, I'll wrap it up here, but I saw somebody say it only costs $50 to like airdrop like all of the collectors on some big collection. You know what I mean? Like, that's insane. When you're talking about thousands of wallets and it costs you $50 to reach all of them directly, dude, that's a superpower. So that's what's cool about launching this on Base.
All right, folks, that's going to do it for today's episode. That's going to close us out for the week. Although Huda does do shows on the weekend. Huda, do you want to plug your weekend shows at all?
Yeah, absolutely, and appreciate that. So yeah, tomorrow morning, 8:15 a.m. Eastern time, I do a live show with my brother Henry the Grape and Biggie Popson. What is wrong with me at the end of these shows? Biggie Poppins usually is there too. So you're gonna get one of those today too. I promised you. Yeah, just it's gonna happen. So that's tomorrow. Sunday, I do my 5-minute morning videos. So that's coming too. Although they've been going long, they've been closer to like 8, 9, 10 minutes. God, they're taking a long time. And I'll tell you this. I think the daily show is about to start here. I really do. I think I've got the idea, and I think I got the right cast for it as well. And it's like a pretty kick-ass cast. So be on the lookout for that too. I'll save our verbiage till the end.
No, you're good, man. DP, you got any last things we should touch on, or any last comments, man, before we roll out of here?
Keep tuning in, people. We're rolling things out over here. You see my brother Gift. He just rolled out an art project for you all. You know, Huda. I'm pointing at Huda. Huda is Huda is pointing at Q, but Huda is rolling out weekend shows for y'all. Q is holding it down in the community.
Come on, buddy.
Every day.
Touch tips.
I'm not doing it, but never.
Dude, my tip just went.
That's the third.
No,
what a bummer.
Get him out of here. But no, and yeah, you know, we're working on some things. I got some things cooking up as well to bring to the Web3 community, to bring you all more content. I won't tell you all exactly what it is, but just know that it's in the broiler right now. We're cooking it up real nice for you all. And you know, just continue to stop through. We love everybody. We enjoy seeing you all and fellowshipping with you all every day. And have a great weekend. Be safe. Go out, touch some grass, do something, enjoy some fam. Tell somebody you love them.
All right, Troy is saying I'm going to go catch a full week's worth of NFT Live and Inside NFTs. Wow. What a Chad move there. If you were watching on X, YouTube, Chad, either live or afterwards, we appreciate you. I don't know if we hit our all-time high, but we're damn near close here on the show. So we appreciate everybody spending your hour and a half that you could be spending elsewhere, and you spend it with us and our family here and our tribe. A lot of great comments coming through. Easy and Crypto there for the droppers reveal last night. So big shout out to you. Kerry Ross, Prodigy, Marty McFly.
Easy got hooked up. The people that showed up for the art reveal got fucking hooked up yesterday.
XNFT, congratulations on your Mad Lads, sir, and your airdrop. We'll all get so lucky. Jack's Hideaway, Prado, Jeremy, appreciate all of you. Our Vibe, Our Tribe. I'll let Huda send us out with his Our Vibe, Our Tribe. Also, want to really quickly give a moment, and I don't want to end it on a somber moment. This is more like a really, honestly, like the legacy Akira Toriyama had on anime and all that stuff with Dragon Ball Z, and he passed away today, or at least in the last 24 hours. So we're gonna go out with some Dragon Ball Z intro. So get ready to have those feels. And yeah, again, really awesome theme.
R.I.P. It's over. R.I.P. over 9,000.
Over, yeah. I'm gonna do that today. I'm commenting over 9,000 today. All right.
What is that?
It's like
over 9,000.
We used to have it on Bitcoin. In the days where Bitcoin was like going up and down, kind of around 9K, we used to
when
have
you're going
the Vegeta
Super
meme.
Saiyan, bro.
Yeah, we
like
used to have the
when you're
Vegeta
going
meme.
Super Saiyan, you go over 9,000, bro. That's fucking lit.
Once Saiyans gets close to that $9,000 range, that's when we'll say it's over 9,000. No,
That's
all right,
hilarious.
all right, Huda, send us out, man, and then I'll play some Dragon Ball.
All right. Love you guys. Have a great weekend. Our verb.